Sassy T from the 803, and I am here with another video. This time is some updates on Shanquella Robinson's case. Okay, and a lot of this information is coming from Martin Rodriguez, the Resurrected. He is a great YouTuber, you guys, and I always follow his information, and he's like a researcher like me, and everything that I've been telling you guys, he has confirmed. So before we get started, remember, all things on this channel is alleged. It is my opinion. It is for learning. It is for teaching. It is for entertainment purposes when entertainment applies. Okay, we do reality TV. We do reality on this channel. We talk about any and everything that applies to the human race. Okay, right now we're gonna continue talking about Shanquella Robinson, the young 25-year-old who went to Cabo, Mexico with a group of acquaintances, and one Khalil Cook, who was supposed to be her best friend. She joined Khalil Cook, Malik Dyer, Nazir Wiggins, Dejanay Jackson, Winter Donovan, and Alyssa Hyatt in Cabo. Okay, all six came back. Shanquella Robinson did not. There are a lot of speculations on the time frame that this unaliving happened. I told you guys it was in the morning. And I was looking today just to do some more research on, Cabo and the sun setting. And I ran across Martin. And he has an app on his phone that pretty much confirms what I said. But I'm going to tell you how I know where the sun sets and the sun rises. I am a photographer. It doesn't matter where you are, east, west, north, or south of the sun. You can be in Iraq and say northwest, east, or west of the sun where you are particularly. The reason why I know it was morning, because the sun hit the back of the bedboard. Usually when the sun rises, it comes up in your face. It hits 8 o'clock, right around 9 o'clock, right around here, hits the bedboard, okay? Say, for instance, this is the bedboard, and the sun is rising, 7. This is sunrise, 8, 9, bedboard, right here, right? As the sun continues to rise, it goes down. It hits the back of the wall, okay? When the sun is setting, it sets on the opposite side. All right, it's not hard. That means it hits the wall because it's rising and setting. Okay, so that morning it was rising, and I said around 9:30. I said that because she was up. I still believe with all my being she was in the shower. Her sliding door was open. If you go back and look at the video, if you can stomach it, you will see that sliding door was open. She had clothing on the bed. The bed was made. She had clothing laid out, and she was, here is the sliding door, that right here was a hallway. This is the sliding door. This is the hallway. She was coming out the hallway, and Dejanay was standing right here. But if you go back and look at the video, they were walking out the hallway, and Dejanay was talking junk to her right here. And then she said something, and Shanquella had her hand up and held her hand up like this, and when she did, that's when the attack started. So go back and look. You guys got to go back and look. It was around 9:30 in the morning when this happened. I want to say 8:30 to 9:30, okay? And I'm going to tell you my opinion and why, my analogy of this. Okay, around 9:30, say it happened. and the attack happened. And 15-20 minutes later, there's something else that happened, because it looks like one long video's broken up into several pieces, but in actuality is that one long video. She came through that door, that sliding door. Any young woman who's taking a shower, who's getting dressed, they're going to lock their bedroom door. She came in, she opened that bedroom door, she went to that bathroom, she confronted Dejanay in the not Dejanay, excuse me, Shanquella in that bathroom. They came out, they were arguing, and that's when the attack happened. She kept attacking her until she fell down. Now, Malik Dyer at that point said, can you at least fight back? Somebody said, no, it was not Shanquella. It was Alyssa Hyatt. That no came from this side. It did not come from Shanquella. Listen. Y'all have to listen. I played it back, and when he said no, she said, can you at least fight back? Somebody said no. That was not Shanquella. That was Alyssa Hyatt, who is beside Malik Dyer recording. Malik Dyer is here. Alyssa Hyatt is here. And Khalil is beside Malik, looking onward, not helping her. Actually, he was coaching it on. Alyssa Hyatt, whose sister passed the same day they left to go to Cabo by the hands of her maniac ex-boyfriend. She was unalived by a shooting in a parking lot. Yeah, Alyssa Hyatt left the same day. Her sister was unalived at 1:30 a.m. She left Charlotte at 8 o'clock in the morning. So therefore she had knowledge of her sister. Yes, ma'am. Woo, ain't that some ish? Ain't that some psycho craziness right there? I don't even have a sister, but if I did, baby, I would told them y'all can go to H. My family needs me right now. But yet her mom's a pastor, her dad is some echelon in the community. Her sister is on the police force. I don't know what type of people these are, but baby, I don't know. But anyway, we're going to get back to the facts. The simple fact of the matter is this happened in the morning. And my analogy is it happened in the morning after they realized that she wasn't waking up. I think they stayed around, ate breakfast. Yeah. Let her lay there and say, oh, she'll be all right. She'll get up in a little bit. After they realized around 10:30, 11, they all got dressed. They realized she was still laying there, wasn't moving. That's when they came up with their analogy. They came up with their lie. They came up with the alibis. They came up with everything. They even thought about Nazir when he came. Okay, y'all, she ain't moving. This is crazy. So what we're going to do is we're going to tell people that she had alcohol poisoning because the night before we were partying and we were drinking a lot. And if you see that when Winter was doing push-ups and all that stuff, they were drinking. And Dejanay was doing push-ups and they were drinking a lot. So this is what they came up with because they had already researched it. Okay? Who thinks of alcohol poisoning? Somebody who's getting ready to do something they wasn't supposed to be doing. So they said, allegedly, in my opinion, because I said in the beginning, this is my opinion. This is objectively, but the subjective nature of this is the morning time. The subjective nature, the facts of this is there was an attack, and it was in the morning between 8:30 and 9:30 a.m. Okay, the sun rises on the headboard and it sets on the wall. If y'all know this, if you're a photographer, you can back me up. They know, because I do my shoots at the rise of the sun. I'm not going to do it at high noon. High noon, the sun is just down, beaming. You know, before high noon, you got 10 o'clock, it's going past the bedpost, okay? Then 11 o'clock is kind of hitting against the wall. Because guess what? If you think about the clock and the sun, boom, that sun is hitting the wall. It's not hitting the bedpost. The bedpost is here. Rising of the sun wall, it goes away. Boom, here is the wall where the sun sets, where it starts off. Okay, y'all, this is some good information. So let me get back to it. They compromised and they came together and came up with a plan. What they did was they let her stay there. This is my opinion. This is how I am looking at it. I'm visualizing these immature, uncouth individuals. So after the fight, it wasn't a fight, after the attack of Dejanay, I say Winter did it too. I don't care. I think all of them had a part in it. I honestly do. And they all sat there and they were live. They were live. Okay. They laid down. They said, okay, that she'll be all right. She just can't get up right now, but she'll be all right. Let's go ahead and get dressed and get ready to go. Okay, after all of them get dressed, right? Follow me. They all get dressed. It's around 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. They get dressed. They go in there and she's still in the same position. It's 11 o'clock by this time. In my analogy. They're like, oh, she ain't moving. Y'all, we got to come up with a plan. What we're going to do is say she was drinking a lot last night. And she said she didn't feel good. She didn't want to go out right now. So we just left her here in the bed. And we told her we'd go out and come back and check on her. So they left. Now, anybody that cleans villas and stuff like that, most of the time they come around, in the morning, 9, 10, 11 o'clock in the morning to clean up. The maid probably came around 11:30, 12. Found Shanquella. She had already passed. Okay? I want to say around 12:31. Because Nazir arrived in Mexico at 1:30. He said it took him an hour to get there. I don't believe that. Well, an hour to get there. 1 o'clock. We're going to say he arrived at 2:15. The maid called them at 1 o'clock. They come flying back in the house. Oh my God, what's wrong? What you talking about? She's not moving. She was fine when we left. She said it was okay to go ahead and go out, have a good time. She'll feel better and she'll call us, whenever she gets up and get dressed. So what's going on? What you talking about? And the maid said, well, she's not moving. She's stiff. And they pretend to touch her and like, Shanquella. And then Winter's like, oh my God, what's wrong with her? And then Nazir arrives. They in there talking, telling the maid to go ahead and go. They're going to call the doctor. Nazir arrives, looks at Shanquella and say, y'all done messed up. Y'all better call the doctor right now. He talking about he rubbing her hair and rubbing her and turned her over and noticed her eye was busted, her lip was busted. And then Winter decides, okay, we got to call the doctor. They called the doctor. Doctor came from 1:30, got there at 2:30. 15 minutes after Nazir got there, in my opinion. They tell her what's going on because as a doctor, as a professional, a medical professional, the first thing you're going to do is get a history. You're going to get an idea of what happened. They tell her, well, we were drinking a lot last night, and we know that she was drinking a lot. But this morning when she didn't get up. So, we figured, she was, sick from the alcohol. And she kept saying she didn't feel good. That let her rest a little bit. So we all went out, came back, and she was like, this. Can you start an IV? We think it's alcohol poisoning. How you know it's alcohol poisoning? That would have been my first thing as a doctor. How you know? What you know about alcohol poisoning? The doctor then, they start to, well, we got this much money and this and that. We can't afford to take her to the doctor. They call the mama. They saying that Shanquella got alcohol poisoning. And she needs to go to a hospital, but it's going to cost $5,000. And that's when Shanquella's mama said, well, you know, she got insurance, right? So why y'all not using her insurance? They said, well, we'll call you back and let you know what's going on and what the doctor says. And she says, okay, make sure you call me back. The doctor then decides, oh, well, you know, we're going to start an IV, unsuccessful. Then the doctor says her vital signs are decreasing. She's going in cardiac arrest. And that's when EMTs came and then 14 rounds of CPR was done. 4 rounds of epinephrine was done. 6 rounds of shots were done. Okay, so you do 100 to 120 compressions a minute. Okay, for 3 minutes. You analyze. Yeah, I got to do the math on that. That ain't adding up. Okay, I'm an RN. Do the math. 100 to 120 a month. 3 minutes. Analyze. Check pulse. No pulse. Shock. 6 minutes. Analyze. No pulse. Shock. 14 rounds times 3. That's 12. That's 46 minutes. Almost an hour of CPR. Has been done in a hospital setting with lots of with intubation and the other medications like dopamine and epi. You give that's the first drug of choice, and you do epi, you do dopamine, you do amiodarone, you do all the different mega codes that you do, and you intubate them. Sometimes you have to, because they're so tight, you have to relax them so you can get the tube down their throat. So you're gonna tell me y'all did all that with no intubation, no nothing? Lies, cover up, lies, and more lies. Okay, let me tell you something. That don't even sound plausible. It doesn't sound right at all. Then the police, instead of them saying this is suspicious, the maid sitting there telling them, no, she was hard, she was cold, she was stiff, body already rigor mortis, going to rigor already into rigor. And then you just say, okay, well, we're gonna let y'all go. This police, instead of detaining them, they let them go. They took her money. They made another reservation at another villa. They went and partied at this little yacht club, and they got back to America on Tuesday, where they showed up at her mother's house with her belongings, her business phone, not her cell phone, to tell her that her baby had passed away from alcohol poisoning. I mean, they called her. Y'all would tell me? No, ma'am. No ham. No, ma'am. Do the math and tell me, does it add up? No, it doesn't add up. So, you guys, this is very interesting to me. All right? So, we got to keep this alive. We got to keep Shanquella's name out there, because there are some lies. And you got to remember, 1026, Mr. Davis was unalived, kidnapped in Cabo, African-American male, kidnapped unalive for ransom. 2 young black African A male and female were celebrating their birthday at a villa in Cabo. Carbon monoxide poisoning, allegedly. Next, Shanquella Robinson on 10/29. 4 unalives in 3 days. Make it make sense. And you think we're going to stop? We're not going to stop. We're not going to stop with this. Okay? So, you better be doing something, Mexico. America, you need to be doing something. Okay? Because I'm telling you, if this person was this would have been done. There would have been an arrest, okay? Mexico would be so scared right about now. But because she is this, it's taking forever. What's the problem? Y'all should know by now, we're not going to stop. Did we stop with Floyd? No. Did we stop with the others? No. And we're not going to stop now. Okay? It's going to keep going until justice comes for Shanquella. So, you guys, it was in the morning, and they concocted all this up, just like I said from the beginning. I knew it was in the morning because when you take, if you're a photographer like I am, and you do rising of the sun, setting of the sun, you can look at the plants and tell if it's morning or night. Because if the plants are over like this, it's night. When the plants are like this, it's the rising of the sun, because everything rises with the sun and sets with the sun. Okay? The plants open their buds with the sun, and at night they go back to sleep with the sun. God is good. God made everything to surround the sun, just like his son. Everything is counted on his son's blood. And in his son's name, which is Jesus Christ, this will be solved. It will be. You should be scared, Alyssa Hyatt. You should be scared, Malik Dyer. You should be frightened, Dejanay Jackson, Khalil Cook. You the devil, the Judas priest of them all. And Nazir Wiggins, you are the next corporate. Your lies ain't working now. They don't even add up, okay? And for your mother to say you were interviewed by the FBI, lies. Lies. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for looking at this video. Share this video, okay? Comment below. Donate to the channel. Subscribe. Join the channel. Join the tribe called Tea, baby, where we spread the tea, we drop the tea, we smell the tea, we analyze it, we see how strong, how weak it is. Because Sassy Tea, we give you the facts, okay? Oh, the facts, all right? So, all right, you guys, thank you so much, and I will be live at 6 o'clock. That's less than 15 minutes. See you guys then. Bye.